Hello and welcome to World History. We are looking at our world leaders list. Here are our world leaders for this week. They are numbers 25, 26, and 27. We have, it's hard to see. Let's try. Hold this. There we go. The world leaders, Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi, Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, and Ghana, Nana Dan Akufo-Addo. Okay, so those are the three for this week, and let's go ahead and show you where they are. I have a lovely pointer in here in my lovely desk. Okay, I guess there's, nope. Here we go. This will work. Okay, so now we need to find these countries. So we have Myanmar over here is used to be called Burma when it was under colonial rule, and then we have Bangladesh right here. Over here we have Ghana. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see Ghana. Right here on the Gold Coast. It's called the Gold Coast, and Ghana was owned by Great Britain. I'm actually not sure about Myanmar and Bangladesh, but I believe they were also owned by Great Britain. And we talked about colonization and that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at these three world leaders. Two of them are women. Very interesting. I think I read recently that there have been 80 women who have been world leaders, and the United States has not been one yet. So that is super interesting. They've not had a woman world leader as of to date. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these leaders. Okay, the first one that we're going to start with is the Prime Minister. She's also called some different titles of Myanmar. This is super interesting and heart-wrenching. But this woman, Aung San Suu Kyi, she won the Nobel Peace Prize a few years back. She's been under house arrest. She has a husband, has two children. She was separated from them because she was pushing for democracy in Myanmar. And then last year, I actually went and saw a lecture by a woman who actually is an American, like ambassador type of person in Myanmar. And she was talking about how Aung San Suu Kyi was really ignoring a genocide that was happening before their very eyes. And this is really kind of crazy. But there's a group of people called the Rohingya, and in the Rakhine state, it's in the mountains of Myanmar, and they are not considered citizens. When you hear someone's not considered citizen, you need to say what abuse of power is happening, because these are Muslims, and the whole country is pretty much Buddhist. And there is a Buddhist monk. His name is the Venerable W. I would love for you to do some extra research and look up on YouTube the Venerable W and watch some of those clips, because they did a documentary and it is terrifying. So, you think of Buddha. Buddha is very peaceful, very calm, very peaceful, very zen. So this Buddhist monk actually is controlling the country and the army, even though she's kind of the puppet. And he was sending the army in to massacre and a genocide of this, the Rohingya, this tribe. Well, they're just a group of people. They're not really considered a tribe anymore. They were kicked out of their homes and sent to refugee camps, and they were building fences around them, almost like a concentration camp. And there were just reports. Look up the Rohingya and massacres on YouTube. It's terrifying. The army was going in and raping grandmothers and dismembering people and killing children. And these people, they're a different kind of group of people, so they can't change that they're Rohingya, all right? And they're also Muslim. But even if they changed that, they would still be massacred because they are Rohingya. So they were pouring into Bangladesh. At first, Bangladesh was not allowing them in, and then they were. And there's just amazing stuff. So people are very upset, the global community, at Aung San Suu Kyi, because she was just denying that it was happening, and everyone was saying, yes, we've seen it. She is a Buddhist. She lived in New York for a little while. She went to Oxford, and she was under house arrest and in exile for a lengthy amount of time as well. So here are pictures of her. They really had hoped that she would bring great change, but it doesn't seem like she has a real power. It seems like the army and the Buddhist monk, the Venerable W, has it. Okay, this woman, her name is Sheikh Hasina. She is the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, and her father, she was the daughter of the first Prime Minister. So we do see a lot of daughters who, their father was the first president or whatever, and then they come up and they're also elected. Her election is whoever's in the parliament and controls, they elect who runs. So there's no, it's kind of like the parliament in England. So there's not a set term limits. Let's see. She's considered number 30 on on Forbes' World's Most Powerful Women, which is really interesting. All right, and then there's some pictures of her, some different world leaders. Okay, beautiful, beautiful traditional dress, just absolutely gorgeous. It's silk, by the way. All right, very cool. All right, so now we're going over to Ghana, and I really thought it was neat. Ghana means warrior king. That's what the name Ghana, the country of Ghana, means. And this is President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. His father and grandfather fought for independence against colonialism, so against Great Britain. So he's kind of a generation of politicians. He has 5 daughters, and he's married. He's been married twice. They are elections every 4 years, renewable one time. And they were owned by Great Britain. It's considered the Gold Coast, which the Gold Coast really was, talking about how many resources and, for colonial mother countries to extract from them. Okay, and here are some pictures of him. All right, I love when they have their traditional dress. That makes me just really interested. All right, very smiley president. Okay. All right, and those are our 3 world leaders for this week.